It's official. HBO has finally revealed the actors set to play Harry, Hermione, and Ron in the upcoming Harry Potter series. This news comes nearly 9 months after an open casting call for the trio was announced for residents in the UK and Ireland in September last year. Since then, fans have been anxiously waiting to see who would land the pivotal role. On Tuesday, it was announced that newcomers Dominic McLaughlin will play Harry Potter, Arabella Stanton will play Hermione Granger, and Alistair Stout will play Ron Weasley. The young actors are 11 years old, which is the same age as their characters in Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone, or as its title in the US and other territories, Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone. It is the first book in the Harry Potter series, which will be adapted for the upcoming show's first season. The Golden Trio was chosen after more than 30,000 actors auditioned for the lead roles. To mark the announcement, the series showrunner, Francesca Gardiner, and executive producer and director Mike Maynard released the following statement. After an extraordinary search led by casting directors Lucy Bevan and Emily Brockman, we are delighted to announce we have found our Harry, Hermione and Ron. The talent of these three unique actors is wonderful to behold, and we cannot wait for the world to witness their magic together on screen. We would like to thank all the tens of thousands of children who auditioned. It's been a real pleasure to discover the plethora of young talent out there. Now that the actors have been revealed to the world, I'm sure everyone will have an opinion on McLaughlin, Stanton and Stout, even if they're only newcomers. The internet will be flooded with posts, comments, and videos of people discussing their casting. Honestly speaking, I'm happy with the actors they picked because they look the part, and I'm sure they'll do their respective roles justice. Anyone who tries to pick apart these young actors are only looking to stir up some controversy. Just like the original film actors when they were cast back in 2000, these new actors have little to no experience starring as leads. Judging them now is pointless and irrelevant, to say the least. You'd have to be reaching to hate on any of them. Rather than trying to push any sort of bias you have towards this show, let's celebrate the actors' success. It's a big moment for them and for the fans who love the characters they will bring to life with their performance. Speaking of the actors, who else is curious to know about these newcomers? While there isn't a ton of information available to the public, there's enough for me to share with you. So let's talk about the actors. First up, we have Dominic McLaughlin as Harry Potter, the show's titular protagonist. He is a Scottish actor who has studied acting for 5 years at the Performance Academy, Scotland, drama and theatre schools, an award-winning acting and performing arts school based in Glasgow, South Lancashire and West Lothian. To celebrate McLaughlin being cast as Harry, the school congratulated the actor with a heartfelt post across their social media pages. I've linked the post below in the description. Before we see McLaughlin as Harry, he will make his acting debut on British television. The young talent will appear in Grow, a Sky original film starring Golda Rosheville, Priya Rose Brockwell, and Nick Frost. The latter actor was cast as Hagrid, the friendly half-giant groundskeeper at Hogwarts School of Witchcraft and Wizardry. It should be a treat seeing the actors together in a project, long before they appear in the upcoming Harry Potter show. McLaughlin will also appear in Gifted, an upcoming television series from the BBC. It is based on the book series of the same name by Marilyn Kay. The series is adapted for television by Emma Reeves into 10 30-minute episodes. Set in modern-day Edinburgh, Gifted tells the story of a diverse group of young Scottish teens who discover they each have unique superpowers, from telekinesis to invisibility and mind reading. When they realize they are being targeted by a powerful organization known as the Bodkin, they must join forces to protect themselves and those they love. With the guidance of their enigmatic teacher, Madame, the teens embark on a thrilling journey as they learn to control their powers and believe in themselves. As of this recording, it's unknown when both projects are set to be released in 2025. If there are any updates, I'll be sure to share them. Both projects will give audiences their first look at McLaughlin before he makes his debut as Harry Potter in 2026. It will be interesting seeing his acting ability and his screen presence as a young actor. Next up, we have Arabella Stanton as Hermione Granger. She's an English actor who has performed on stage for the past 2 years. Stanton is rep by Olivia Bell Management, a talent management agency based in Soho, London. They represent artists across television, film, musical theatre, and stage. To celebrate Stanton's casting as Hermione, they posted a congratulatory post on Instagram, which showcased various entertainment news sites reporting the news. Unlike her fellow castmates, Stanton comes from a theatre background. It remains to be seen if she'll continue performing on stage, or shift the focus to acting in television and film. In 2023, the actress was cast as the titular character in Matilda the Musical, an award-winning play directed by Nick Ashton. It is based on the 1988 novel by Roald Dahl. The play was created by the Royal Shakespeare Company, RSC, and performed in London's West End at the Cambridge Theatre. The musical's narrative centers around Matilda Wormwood, a precocious 5-year-old girl with the gift of telekinesis, who loves reading, overcomes obstacles caused by her family and school, and helps her teacher Miss Honey to reclaim her life. Stanton took turns playing Matilda alongside 3 other child actors, who played the same character for roughly 1 year. She started playing the role from September the 12th, 2023, making the production her stage debut. More recently, she starred in Andrew Lloyd Webber's Starlight Express, a 2024 revival of the 1984 musical of the same name by Webber. The production was directed by Luke Shepherd and opened up at the Troubadour Wembley Park Theatre. When a child's train set magically comes to life, and the various engines compete to become the fastest engine in the world, the underdog, Rusty the Steam Train, has little chance until he is inspired by the legend of the Starlight Express. He ultimately defeats his arch-rivals Greaseball and Electra, before going on to win the hand of the lovely first-class coach, Pearl. Stanton played Control, an imaginative child with a much-loved collection of toy trains. Control is the beginning and the end of Starlight Express. The show's action takes place in Control's bedroom, seemingly once the rest of the household has gone to bed. Whether the races and the rivalries happen while Control is also asleep and dreaming, or it's an elaborate game that happens after the lights are out, is still debated. Either way, without Control there would be no race night at all. The character is played alternately by both young girls and boys. Finally, we have Alistair Stout as Ron Weasley. He is an English actor who has at least 1 acting credit to his name. Stout is rep by Urban Talent Actors, a Manchester-based talent agency focused on getting work for actors across film, theatre, radio and advertising. Once it was announced that Stout was cast in Harry Potter, Urban Talent Actors published a post on their website and on Instagram to celebrate the news. As usual, I've linked the post in the description below. Shortly before his casting announcement, the young actor appeared in a commercial for Albert Bartlett, a family business established in 1948. They are the UK's leading supplier of chilled, fresh and frozen potatoes. The advert title, Roll on Jersey Royal Season, is a campaign made to promote the Jersey Royal potato season, which lasts between April and July each year. It features Let Your Love Flow, a 1976 single by the country duo, the Bellamy Brothers. Stout appears briefly towards the end of the advert, where he's seen having a meal with his on-screen family. It's only a few seconds long, but I'm sure fans like myself will get a huge kick out of seeing the actor. While he doesn't have any more projects lined up at present, I'm sure the actor will get more work now that he's attached to a property like Harry Potter. While I'm looking forward to seeing the actors' individual performances, I'm more excited to see how they'll act off each other. They need to be able to showcase the trio's friendship through their on-screen chemistry. The characters' friendship is by far one of the most important elements in a book series. Without it, the show would be lacking a cornerstone that drives the entire story. Before they completed the audition process, I'm sure the casting directors gave the actors a screen test to see if they had any chemistry between them. In addition to that, the actors will develop it by spending plenty of time with each other on and off set. I really can't wait to see these actors together on screen for the first time. It will be satisfying watching the actors bond over the course of the show. I'm sure Harry Potter fans across the world will be celebrating the casting news. Undoubtedly, fans of the books will appreciate the casting more than film fans, mainly because the actors match the characters as described in the books. Both groups of fans will be able to breathe a sigh of relief knowing that they nailed the casting, especially after some of the show's earlier casting divided fans, namely the casting of Papa Esaidu as Severus Snape, the potions master at Hogwarts School of Witchcraft and Wizardry. Casting a black actor as a character who is famously known for being white was a bold move. It made people worry that the Golden Trio would end up being a diverse bunch of actors, instead of how they were depicted in the films, and more importantly the books. Harry Potter author J.K. Rowling gave the 3 main characters very distinctive features, which fans are precious about. In the books, Harry is described as having his father James Potter's perpetually untidy black hair, and his mother Lily Potter's bright green eyes. Then there's Hermione, who is described as having bushy brown hair which is often frizzy, brown eyes and large front teeth. Finally, there's Ron, who is described as having red hair and freckles. If none of the actors had any of the aforementioned features, we would be getting a wave of complaints. Mind you, not all of the actors are 100% like their book counterparts, but they are the closest we'll ever get to replicating the characters from the books in live action. attraction. Regardless of how good the casting might be, some fans will have a bit of apprehension towards the new actors succeeding the original trio. Even though 14 years have passed since the conclusion of the Harry Potter film series, many fans will be attached to the actors who played the original trio, especially those who have grown up watching the actors on screen. In their hearts and minds, Daniel Radcliffe, Rupert Grint, and Emma Watson will always be their Harry, Ron and Hermione. To them, no one else will be able to embody the characters as good as the former actors, because they were the first actors to bring the characters from the books alive on screen. It will be difficult to see anyone else measuring up to the former cast and their legacy. I love the original cast and what they were able to bring to each of their respective roles, but I look forward to seeing what the new actors will do with the same characters. Since the upcoming show is following the books more closely than the films, the new trio's portrayal will be largely different from the old cast. We are going to get a similar yet distinctive take on the characters who will be fleshed out even more than the films. Fans will get to spend more time with the actors in one season than they would in a feature-length film. Viewers will be able to develop a deeper bond with the characters and warm up to the new actors behind them. McLaughlin, Stanton and Stout are about to embark on an incredible journey that will change their lives forever. The roles will pivot the young actors from newcomers to household names who will be known across the world. It's going to be a ton of pressure and a long-term commitment that will potentially see the actors play their roles for the next 7 years, or more depending on how soon they shoot each season of the show. I'm assuming they will probably have to film some seasons back to back to avoid having long gaps between each season. In the past, new seasons of a TV show would come out yearly, but now they are released like films. That means fans are forced to wait 2 to 3 years before they can get a new season of their favorite show. I can see that being a huge problem for Harry Potter and the young cast who will grow up quickly. Just look at Stranger Things on Netflix. They took so long to make a single season that the actors have aged out of their roles. It's a common problem that has affected many franchises centered on children's book series. Right now, the child actors for Harry Potter are only 11 years old, but they will grow up in a blink of an eye. Puberty will hit them, and they will end up looking and sounding much different from how they will be in the show's first season. Even the Harry Potter films had the same issue with their cast, who grew up quickly and aged out of their roles long before the series concluded. I know it's difficult to make these big budget shows, but I would hope they would have a concrete plan in place to film the show as timely as possible. It would be amazing to have a new entry of Harry Potter every year. Filming is expected to begin this summer, and the show is set to be released the following year in 2026. Once the show starts filming, we can look forward to seeing a first look image of the new actors in costume as Harry, Ron and Hermione. That will definitely blow up the internet even more than the actors' initial reveal. I'll be sure to do a follow-up video covering the reveal and any major news surrounding the show, so stay tuned for more Harry Potter news right here on the channel. So what are your thoughts on the actors picked for the Harry Potter HBO series? Also, are you looking forward to the show more now that the main trio has been revealed? Let me know in the comments down below. Anyways folks, that's all for now. Thank you for watching and I hope you enjoyed the show. Please feel free to subscribe, like, and comment below. And hey, maybe this wasn't your cup of tea. And that's okay. Just remember to take care and stay safe.